So some really weird iPhone news ended up dropping yesterday or the day before, and it's pretty crazy because whenever something like this happens, it's honestly like a once in a very few lifetime situation where this stuff happens. I may be overestimating and over exaggerating a little bit, but essentially what happened was that Apple and their iPhones have almost always been some of the best selling, products that Apple has made, but also the iPhones are usually some of the best selling phones during that period as well. So if you were to go and buy some sort of, iPhone for the most part, if you were to look at the sales numbers every single year of all of those iPhones, you would pretty much see that those specific iPhones would be some of the best selling phones of that year, which is insane. Now, it looks like, according to a company called Canalys, I think is the name, the first calendar quarter of 2023 saw a 12% year-on-year drop for the whole industry. So keep that in mind. And it looks like Samsung was the only one that actually saw quarter-on-quarter growth in this specific year, which is crazy. And they also mentioned that in quarter 4 of 2022, Samsung had a 20% market share, and now for Q1 2023, it actually grew to 21%, which is pretty insane. And this is the first, and in that same quarter, this is the craziest part, Apple, so with their iPhones, they dropped from 25% to 21%. So now, technically speaking, in terms of sales numbers, the iPhone is actually less than the Samsungs of this specific year. And it looks like this may have been one of the first times this happened or one of the major times this happened. And there could be a few reasons for this. They kind of mentioned that, there were some sales issues, like, shipping issues for getting some iPhones out there. If you guys remember, that kind of took, the shipping delays and all that. So maybe that could have been a thing. This was also during the holiday time. So, maybe people were just delaying getting their iPhones during that moment, and that probably turns some people off. Those types of things can always happen. And they also mentioned that, maybe because the new Galaxy S23s came out, maybe a lot of people like them, and potentially that could have thrown some things off there too. You also have to remember that, Samsung makes a phone in basically Q1 of 2023, and Apple kind of makes their phone Q3, Q4 2022. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. This isn't the first time where, Apple has been in this situation. It's definitely happened before, but it's definitely interesting that in a time like this, that Samsung is starting to creep up and Apple is actually starting to go down, when in reality it probably could, especially when all these other phone manufacturers are seeing drops, and now that Apple is seeing kind of a drop, but then Samsung's seeing a rise, it's honestly some very, very interesting stuff. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.